ready for math today, being Monday, May 4th. Today in math, you are going to need pages 297 to page 298 out of your math book. No speed drill today. I also wanted to tell you that in your book today, again, your example problem is incorrect. So the steps are correct there, just the addition, multiplication is not. So if you'll just follow me today, we're going to add just one little part today to our multiplication with carrying. Last week, we learned that when we have a carry on the ones column, that we put it here and add. Well, now today, when we move over and we do our multiplication in our tens place, as you can see here, we will have a carry in the tens place. If you look at the example, you can see that at the top, they have the +2 with the marking out, and then the +1. So that's what we're adding today, just that second multiplication carrying. So let's go through a couple together, and I think you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. So again, let's look at these steps, and then we'll work the problem on the board. Number one, first, multiply the top factor by the ones digit in the bottom factor. Carry if needed. Cross out any carrying number. Step number two, next, multiply the top factor by the tens digit in the bottom factor. Carry if needed. Then add the two partial products. So let's look at the board. So just kind of ignore the work there. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to start in the ones place. We need a 4 table today and a 3 table today. All right. So let's start. 4 times 6 is 24. So we put the 4 and we carry the +2. Next step, 4 times 5 is 20 plus 2 equals 22. So 56 times 4 is 224. That part is right in your example. Just keeping in mind that I marked out my 2. I remembered actually today to do that. So now we're going to move over to the tens place, and essentially what we're saying is 56 times 30, because the 3 is in the tens place here. All right, first step, we're going to put in the hero 0. Now, this is the new step for today. Here we go. 3 times 6 is 18. Put the 8, the +1. That's correct in your book, but now this is the part that is not correct here. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 would be 16. So that's what is incorrect in your book. It should be 1,680. They may have forgotten to mark their 2 out. Who knows? So then you add 4 plus 0 equals 4. 2 plus 8 equals 10 plus 1. 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 1 equals none. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1,904 is the answer. Only thing that we're doing new today is when we slip over to the tens, we're adding a carry today. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and let's look at number 1A. If you want to go ahead and start there, I'll catch you in just a second. Excuse me. This board has little dust from the markers on it, and it gets me sometimes. 1A. is 74 times 35. So if you look, we'll need a 5 table and a 3 table. Okay, so let's get started. 5 times 4 is 20. Oh, you're right in blue, sorry. 5 times 4 is 20. Put down a 0, the plus 2. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 2 equals 37. So now let's flip over to the 3. Essentially here what we're saying, because the 3 is in a tens place, 10, 20, 30, you're saying 74 times 30 here. Okay, so we're going to put our 0. 3 times 4 equals 12. The plus 1. 3 times 7 is 21. Plus 1 equals 22. So I make sure I have my numbers in my right column. My ones, tens, hundreds, and then my thousand. Then I just add. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 7 plus 2 equals 9. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 0 plus 2 equals 2. Add my comma. 2,590. Okay, so let's move on to B. If you want to pause the video and work B, and then see if you solve it correctly, that'll be fine with me. Just that new step of adding the carry from the tens place today. So we have 37 times 44. So we need our 4 table for both spots here, the ones and the tens. 4 times 7 is 28. 8 goes down, the plus 2 goes up. 4 times 3 equals 12, plus 2 equals 14. So your partial product for the ones place, your first line, should be 148. And I'm just going ahead, and as I say the plus carry, I'm just marking it out so that I remember to do that. All right, so now let's slip over. 37 times the 4, which is in the tens place. So you're saying 37 times 10, 20, 30, 40, 4 tens. So let's put in our 0. 4 times 7 is 28. 8 goes down, plus 2 goes up. Again, 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 plus 2 equals 14. Just remember to keep your numbers in the correct columns. My 4, and then my 1, and then I add. Ones, tens, hundreds, and then my thousands place. 8 plus 0 equals 8. 4 plus 8 equals 12. 2 goes down, the plus 1 goes up. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 0 plus 1 equals 1. 1,628. Okay, I'm going to let you work C, D, and E on your own. Now don't let C trick you, because you may not have a carry. Because if you look at 82 times 41, the 1 is in the ones place. So what would 82 times 1 be? 82. That's right. So you work C, D, and E on your own. D and E will have carrying. Now D will not have two carries for the ones place and the tens place. It'll just have a ones place. But then E will have two of these up here. Number 2, you have your story problems. Number 2A is a 3-step problem. Mr. Yamada bought supplies for the church workday. He bought a gallon of paint for $27.98, a mop for $20.05, and 3 packages of sponges for $3.46 each. How much change did he get back from $75? Okay, so paint, check, $27.98. Mop, good, $20.05. But the 3 packages of sponges, you're going to have to figure out how much that is first, because it's $3.46 each times how many? 3. So you have to figure the price of the sponges, then add all 3 items together, get your sum, your total, and then subtract it from $75 for change. Okay? It's just like if you go, to wherever you shop at, and you get ready to check out, and you've bought, I don't know, 8 packs of Kool-Aid, and they take 1 and scan it, and then put the rest of them in the bag. And they were 50 cents each. You got 8 packs of Kool-Aid for 50 cents. So make sure that you're doing them each. Okay. B, Olivia's family went on vacation. They traveled 276 miles on Monday, twice as far on Tuesday as Monday, and 1/3 as far on Wednesday as on Tuesday. How far did they travel on all 3 days? The best advice that I can give you here is to go in and underline your information. You have 3 days to solve for. I just want to abbreviate. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday, they give you 276 miles. Now, the other 2 days, you have to solve for. And then once you solve, you'll have to add them all together. It's another 3-step problem. Okay? All right, on the back, write your answers. Those are your special numbers from a long time ago. Number 4, solve the equation and then check. Number 5, find the average and then circle the answer. Remember, when you divide, your quotient is the answer. Number 6, reduce these fractions. Don't just write the number. You need to divide, and do not use divided by 1/1. Please don't use 1. Number 7, write the number. Oh, we haven't done these in a while. 593,000. What does that 1,000 mean? Comma. That's right. 593,062. 1,000. How many places do we have to have behind the comma? 3. So if we have just 62 there, well, that's not right. We have a ones, a tens, need a hundreds place. So it would be 593, 062. And then number 8, write the number of bills and coins needed. Remember to use the least amount possible. So for 23 cents, please don't go under the penny and write 23. Nobody wants 23 pennies. So there you can't start with a quarter because a quarter is 25. So you don't want to give too much money away. All right? So if you have any questions about anything with math today, just let me know. But again, multiplication with carrying, we're just carrying twice now. Once from the 1 side and once from the 10 side. Just make sure you're marking it out. All right. So when you're finished with that, we'll be ready for our last video of the day, which will be language.